ELI 5. What is Linux? ELI 5. I am pretty casual computer user who use it mostly for remote working and video games. All my life I was Windows user and I have some friends who use Mac and I tried to use it myself couple of times. But I never use or had any friends or know any people who is Linux user. All I know that this is some OS and it has Penguin logo. Please ELI 5, what is the differences between Windows and Linux? Other comments seem to be assuming familiarity with core things. Linux is another operating system like Windows or Mac. It allows you to run programs on your computer by being the bridge between the user/software and the physical parts of the computer like the processor and graphics card. So just like on Windows and Mac, you can open a calculator and do math. You can open a word processor and type out a novel. You can open a web browser and visit Reddit. One of the big differences is who owns the operating system. With Microsoft and Mac, you license the operating system. Just like you can't drive your car without a license, you can't use your Windows or Mac without a license. ELI 5 here. Licenses are complicated and some free versions exist, but let's assume for simplicity. With Linux, it is open source. The original source code is open to the public. You can literally download, modify, and create your own operating system based on Linux. Kind of like downloading a song and resampling it to make a new song using pieces of the original. Linux comes in distros or flavors, kind of like how Windows comes in home, student, professional, server, etc. Linux also comes in these, but because it is open source, it has many flavors or distros. The main ones are usually Debian/Ubuntu, Fedora, and Arch. There are lots more because tech people like to tinker and make things their own, but they are usually based around one of those three. With Windows, you can do things like move your start menu to the corner or the middle. Mac is a little more constrained on what you can change. With Linux, you can completely change every single aspect of how your computer looks and feels. Want to have icons on your desktop and a Windows-like taskbar and start menu? You can do that. Want it easy to use with only a keyboard? How about optimized for a touchpad? Something completely different? Or you can just delete all that if you want and use a type-in only command line interface. Linux is free as in costs $0, but also free like you can do what you want. Much of it is built by the community within their own self-decided guidelines. There are a few exceptions where corporations do this, so things may or may not work as smooth or as coherent as a corporation-decided unified structure, but overall it is really well done and built on solid guidelines.